So I guess we are doing this. Let's go. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do this or not. And I don't know if anyone's going to show up this early, but let's go ahead and do it. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes. Hey, Devin, what's up, man? How's it going? Railroad, what's up? We're going to just talk for an hour. I got until noon, basically, to do what I have to do. Just talk and chat with you guys. Now, I will go ahead and tell you. What's up, Harvey? I will go ahead and tell you all if, anything can happen. I may have to leave anytime but I think I have until 12, so I should have an hour to talk, and as long as people are on here, I'll gladly talk with people. We could just chat about anything in general. I've done a lot of videos this week. I should have brought more. Videos, but I didn't get enough done, but I still got quite a few done. How's it going, Harvey? How's it going, Railroad? Devin? Oh, wow, Ozzy. Ozzy is here. Wow, it's good to see you, man. I remember you. Sorry on a different account, but it's Ozzy. And hey, Devin, apologies for the inactivity on Discord. Oh, man, it's good to see you again, man. So, yeah, I got about 5 videos done on my, on Friday. I got 5 done, and I'm working on another one. But this was a great opportunity this weekend to do episodes, and I only had one ready. So, we'll definitely have one this coming week, but I'm gonna have to work on, and I hate rushing episodes. That's the reason why I didn't do 2. I didn't want to rush. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's good to see you. Just drop by every now and then. I know you're busy, but it's good to see you again, man. We're still running the show, Ozzy. How are you doing, Mikal? I am trying to be more active. Finished up high school last year. That awesome, man. That is cool. Yeah, I'm on that grind, but see, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 5 videos, and then I'm not going to do any more for like a week. So I've been putting out 3 videos a week. I'm waiting until I'm going to do more live streams in the winter, I think, because I'm waiting until where I'm at, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of like noise outside. But once we get to the winter time, there's going to be less people outside. So, because it's going to be so cold and stuff. So I don't think it'll be much of a disturbance because this mic really is good about taking out outside sound. But some of you all can hear really good. I've noticed that. But yeah, I did 5 videos on Friday, which was insane. I had a good opportunity to come up to my aunt's and do my video. That's my favorite place to record. Because at my house, I don't want to be too loud. Okay, I've been too loud in the past before, but not at my new place, but at my old place I was probably too loud. But streams I'm not as loud on, but episodes I have to be loud. I'm sorry. Do you still do the subscriber shows? No, not right now, but I'm up to bringing anything back. Did you see my post on my last video? I posted the next 30 runner-ups. No. Oh, yeah. I saw your comment, but I haven't read it yet. But I will definitely read that. Because I would love to do... I need another idea for a Rumble. So, yeah. Mike on the grind. I love to see that you stayed consistent. I want to do more, Ozzy. I want to do more, but I kind of got a little bit, I don't want to say depressed, but I got kind of like not motivated. And the last couple months, something has woke up. And I'm getting more motivated again. But I had some technical issues. That was one big issue I was having. And some of you guys are going to notice on a couple of the Rumbles, because I did them all the way back in August and September. There's that little part for like 3 seconds or so. I have to mute the volume on the game so the audio on my mic syncs with the video. And the audio syncs in the Rumble because the Rumble won't match up and stuff. So we had that issue with one of the Rumbles, and one of you guys noticed, and I was like, oh dear. And so I fixed the other. I had like 3 more that were like that. Had to go fix it, and then I bought a capture card. So my capture card does 720, but it works at least. One more Rumble winner, and I'll have the next 30 winners ready. Awesome. I'm taking a break from 2K and focusing on UFC 5. And I saw UFC 5 for $15, and I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I know if I get... First of all, I don't think it's going to get me the views that WWE gets me. Gotcha, man. I got you. I actually was unmotivated and a little depressed. Converted back to Christianity, so I'm a Christian now. That's cool. And it was for the better. Things have gotten better. Yeah, I need to be. I definitely need to be more religious, for sure. And I need to pray more. I do. Yeah. I do. And yeah, that is good for you. It is good for you. I know some people are non-believers and stuff, but to be honest with you, even if you look at the moral side of things, it's good to have a community of people that are there for you. So, Cairo, what is up, man? Everybody's returned. Cairo's returned? I haven't seen Cairo in a while. What's up, AA Ron? How's it going, man? And I love doing these. They make me feel so happy. They do. Mike, did I close down CTL? I think it was the pressure of me moving that I decided to just do one show. That was the pressure. And I was kind of like very nervous about everything. So I just went down to one show for less stress. That's the honest truth. I don't know if we're going to ever pick back 2 shows again. This has been a lot easier on me. We may have a special every once in a while. I've thought about doing a WTF special. But it's going to be just crazy stuff. It's not going to be sub-related. Double return. Didn't plan for the double return. Yeah, Cairo's in the house. That's cool, man. Yeah, and also I have to balance this out well. Because Ozzy, he brought up about being busy and stuff. And, I'm working 40 hours a week. I also live on my own. So I have to, all the responsibilities of the house are on me. And I have to take care of it. So I can't neglect things. So, see any movies recently? Oh, come on, man. Are we going to talk about the October? What I've been doing in October? I also have the 31 going on. Anybody doing the 31? It's 31 movies in October. 31 movies in October. Hey, I love WTF. Had Ozzy go down with WTF really seemed like his show. Yeah. I'm thinking about, I'll go back to the 31 movies. I'm thinking about doing a WTF special, but it's ran by different management. And it's going to be run by different management. And it's going to not involve subs. It's just going to be one crazy episode, or maybe 5 crazy episodes. But I really want to get Vita done first and see where we're at there to 2K26. What's up, Lee? What's up, man? Yeah, I messaged you. I know you wanted to see a live show, so I went ahead and sent you the message. I know you like these. Yeah, the 31. So October so far, the 1st of October, I watched Creep, which was really good. I really enjoyed Creep. The 2nd of October, and I don't know who's all voting on the polls. I want to know. I want to know because I don't know how in the heck that second winner happened. That was unreal. That I don't know who voted in that second poll. That was insane. But the second movie I watched was Ginger Snaps, which you guys voted on, but then it lost later on. But by the time the vote got cut off, it was the only one left. I mean, it was winning. And then on October 3rd, I went and saw Friday the 13th in 3D at the theater. Then I also saw Good Boy. I saw Bone Lake. And then I watched House of Wax that Sunday. Monday I watched, which I really enjoyed watching it a second time. I really like that movie now. Because the first time I watched it was on TV, so they cut out all the blood. It's like, what's the point of having a horror movie? You're going to cut out all the blood. And then, I'm trying to remember here. I'm forgetting Monday's movie. I'm always forgetting Monday's movie, what I watched on Monday. So, I'm going to have to go back and look at the list. But on Tuesday, I watched Caveat, which was the weakest movie this October I've watched. And then Wednesday, Eyes Without a Face. I love Creep. The Creep tapes, I need to see Creep tapes. Why does Ken Chrysler hate Luke Lasagna so much? We'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, I'm doing that. Today's movie for me, Smile 2. Cool. So I watched Eyes Without a Face, which, by the way, who the heck voted in that poll? We had literally 30 some votes, and Eyes Without a Face won by 70%. It got 70% of the votes against The Howling, against Zombie, against Demon Knight, who I would think are more popular, but what do I know? Yeah, Good Boy's a fantastic movie. So Ken Chrysler doesn't like Luke Lasagna because Luke Lasagna is kind of like, he's such a weird character, and he all he does is make lasagna and has his own lasagna restaurant, and he's kind of cocky about it, and he's kind of a nerd too. He dates Esther, which actually right now it's different because in the books he doesn't date Esther when he's an adult. He dates her in high school. So it's a little bit different, the story-wise, because Esther ends up with another woman. But then, when he's an adult, like in his late 20s and stuff, he cheats on his wife with Esther. But they keep it a secret. And they act like they're good friends and stuff. But there's a lot of cheating going on. So, but in the wrestling show, his wife's not in the show. So it's just him. He just dates Esther. So it's a little bit different than the actual story. But he is kind of, I love making Luke Lasagna miserable on the brand. Yeah. I voted in that poll. Yeah. I mean, Eyes Without a Face was great. I enjoyed it. And then I watched Friday night. I skipped Wednesday and Thursday to to work on videos and stuff like that. The irony of Ken Chrysler calling anyone a nerd. So I worked on some videos on Wednesday and Thursday, and I watched on Friday. I had a double feature. I did Oddity and Child's Play, which I love both of those movies. Those movies are great. And Child's Play still holds up. And then last night I watched Haunt for the first time ever, and I really enjoyed Haunt. Hey, Macau, since this is a Q&A, I have a question. What made you decide to do YouTube? If you had any YouTube influences, who were they? That's a great question. Okay, so we're going to go back, way back in time. In 2012, I was in high school. I didn't have internet, and I can say this now because it's past the I think it's called the statute of limits. What I used to do in high school was I would take my Xbox 360 and I would stack it on 3 storage containers and hit off the Wi-Fi on a person a block away because they had their Wi-Fi unlocked, which was stupid. If anybody should be charged with a crime, they should be. But what I would do was I would put my 360 Slim on top of 3 storage containers toward the window and have it aimed where I could get that 1 bar of internet service. Okay? So, this is horrible. But anyway, I was playing Doom 3 BFG. Doom 3 BFG. And, yeah, I know, it's funny. I was playing Doom 3 BFG, which don't ask me what BFG stands for. It stands for Big Game. But anyway, I had some trouble finding where to go in the game. So I looked it up. And that's where I found Dan Q8000, who still does YouTube videos, and has a career doing them. He does Let's Plays. And I was like, wow, this is cool. I may try this out when I have internet, actually. So once I got internet, I started, doing wrestling. And I always had an imagination, but I didn't know really how to express it. But now we have we have too many tools now, if you ask me. But when I saw him do his walkthrough, I laughed really hard. He was making all these crude jokes as he was doing the walkthrough, and I was like, this is so entertaining, and I got to try this. So that kind of, and I've talked to Dan before. Judd, who's on here sometimes, he also talked to, he would also talk to Dan. He goes in his live chat sometimes. So Dan Q8000 is the YouTuber's name, if you ever want to check him out. I mean, he does all games. He does WWE too. But he does all Let's Plays and stuff like that. He has way more videos than I do. He's been at it longer than I have. Me and Ken are running Vita. Cool. I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with the story that much. Gonna start binge watching. Cool. Yeah. I appreciate it. Would love to have you around, Ozzy. I mean, I know you're probably busy now, especially being out of high school. Life gets even busier. But if you could just drop by every once in a while, that'd be awesome, man. That means a lot. So, anybody else have any questions? Yeah, okay. So you know Dan Q8000. Cool. Yeah, he was the motivator, and he is hilarious. He is really funny. There's this video he does. I'm not going to get into detail of what he says because he's R-rated, okay? Some of the stuff that he says, but there's a video where he rants and it is hilarious. And it's like he has to explain to people rules and guidelines of YouTube, and it is hilarious. Yeah, thank you, Ozzy. Where's everyone going? Come back. Come back. I don't know if this video is going to hurt the algorithm. That's another thing that I need to keep. I know I'm going too early, though. I got one. How did you come up with the characters Ken Chrysler and Newson? Well, I did Newson to sound different than Ken Chrysler. That was the reason I did Newson, but I don't know. Ken's not really like a big character in my stories and stuff. He's nothing more than a loudmouth commentator. I can tell you he's from New York, which obviously he doesn't have a New York accent, so that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, he's got a ponytail. He's got a son, which apparently is always in elementary school. Like, has he not grown up yet? It's like, yeah, I know. I think the live chat lies. I think it's the biggest crock of you know what ever. Because literally, like, we'll have like 7 people talking to me, and it says like 2 people are on here. It's the biggest lying thing ever. And then like there was one time we had a lot of people on, and then nobody was on. Like, YouTube, get it correct. I don't know what it says right now because I'm on Streamlabs, because I don't do it from YouTube, because if I unhook my mic, I can't put it back in. So that's so weird. But I wonder why Newsom is struggling. Yeah, it's 2K for you. I hate that. I really do. I wish I could set up the outcomes. I really do wish I could set up some of the outcomes of the matches. I didn't want Newsom. If Newsom would have lost at WrestleMania last year, that would have been perfect. But I didn't want Newsom to lose the way he did. But Rico beat him every time I taped it. So, what made you tell the story in perspective and interpretation of 2K games? I think it's the only way I can really express creativity. Obviously, there's stuff I can't do in the 2K games. I've tried doing Sims. It really doesn't work. I mean, that's one that I've tried to do. I wish there was a game where I could build my own open world. I don't know if you guys know of any game like that, but like, you know, I've had multiple creative outlets, NBA being one, UFC, but WWE seems to be the one I can do the most on compared to all the other games. I would love to do other games, but Sims is another I've tried. Even back in the day before the channel, I tried Tony Hawk Underground 2. I tried that one. And I even built like certain skate parks. And we had a guy that was a big skater. Jimmy Peacock's an actual skater in the story. So, and Jimmy Peacock used to have this thing, which I kind of let it go. Because there's a lot of things about him I've let go. But Jimmy Peacock used to have this thing where he would break his neck all the time. He was like Kenny. You know how Kenny dies in South Park? Jimmy Peacock would always break his neck, and then he would miraculously recover from his broken neck. So I kind of threw that storyline in the garbage. That was pretty, it's pretty dumb. Newsom's still tired from that record title run. He needs at least a year to recover mentally and physically. Yeah. I do want to also let you know, Blue Neck is in my company. Is good. He is a good Grand Slam champ. He's also fell off a little bit. And he's also the current ACW television champion. Wow. Oh yes, you have got to tell me your theory. Detective Devin, tell me your theory. I would assume it would depend on the type of story you want. I thought you meant Kenny from The Walking Dead. Well, I hate Kenny from The Walking Dead. I want to break his neck. What's up, Luther? I want to break Kenny's neck from The Walking Dead. I may have gotten on his bad side. And speaking of Kenny, we do have a rumble coming up with that character. So, with Kenny from The Walking Dead. I don't know if any of you all saw me do that. I know I rage quit that game, but it was so funny when I let him have it. Because I can't stand that guy. That was funny. Kenny in the games was cool, though. No, whatever story path I went, he wasn't. I didn't choose to do something with him, and he was always after me. But I know some people probably sided with Kenny. I think there's an option where you can't side with him, and I went down that path because oh no, man, no, just drop by every once in a while, man. It really means a lot. And I don't know is your character even? I don't think your character's on this year. I don't know if you got 2K25 or if Marcus made you or not. Yeah, I don't know. I know 2K25 has also been a letdown. And I think we're gonna do some more of these live streams, but I just got to keep it down when I'm at my place, because I still don't know how good the soundproof is on my place. But I should be able to just talk like this. But screaming, I did a Rumble recently where I explained why I don't say call the law anymore. So I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's either Darius, Julio, or Jeff, because we saw Darius in an old 24 episode and he hasn't showed up yet. Yeah, that was kind of a plot hole, because I can tell you it's not either one of them. It's someone on Vita. They've made that clear. It's somebody on Vita that's involved. So I'm not going to say who, but I think in the next couple weeks it's not going to be revealed, I don't think, next week. But on this week's episode, but I think by episode 15 or 16 we're going to know. So go ahead and put your guesses in, but yeah, it's I don't think it's going to be that insane. I think I made a character and just forgot to let you know. I think you can find it in the community creations under the Macau hashtag. Okay. We'll see if I can bring him back. He would be really cool to come back at the Rumble, but we may try to bring him back before then. But I'll try and see. I think Renee is too obvious. Well, DJ has determined it's Renee Fetzi. He is like literally going to arrest her any day now. It's like everyone blames Renee, and Renee's very interesting because she does witchcraft and she does things that she's not supposed to do, and it also doesn't help that certain people do not like her. That makes the isolation more. It makes the hatred go up more, because in the books, the main protagonist for a while doesn't like her. So, because I wouldn't say doesn't like her, just doesn't want to be around her. What characters do you have made more a part of your Hall of Fame? Okay, so who do you guys think belongs in the Hall of Fame? Who's the Mount Rushmore, if you're not counting subscribers? Who is the Mount Rushmore? What is interesting is Blue Neck is my company, is also the ACW Tag Championship with my character Cairo, the Iceman Davis. So he's a double champion. Cool. First one ever in my company. Somebody we least expect. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. I will say it's not Renee. However, I did think about having Renee as a villain at one point. But Mobster X is definitely up there. Am I the only person that actually thinks Renee, I just confirmed she's innocent. I shouldn't have did that. But whatever. Spoiler alert, she's innocent. Pineapple Blast? Yeah. Yeah, my friend made him, so Renee is definitely innocent. Yeah, I confirmed it. But I will say this, I had a storyline, and you guys can tell me if it would have been cool or not, that Renee got angry about her, what happened with her and Ryan Jolie, that, management and none of the subs helped her out. So she puts a spell on the freaking Mr. Black and makes them evil. That would have been cool. I think that storyline. No, she is guilty. DJ hates that woman. It's like Newsom is up there now. Yeah, I think so. Mount Rushmore. It's Newsom, Blue Neck. I think mentally, maybe I'm being biased. Mentally is on the Mount Rushmore. And you technically, I don't know who would be number 4. You could make an argument for Vortox, Rico Sanchez. Yeah, DJ kills me. Renee, he just does not like Renee. Which, by the way, Renee will actually not be on the next episode. So I can confirm that. Mr. Black is really a good one. He's like, has Mr. Black ever won the world championship? No? The Freak, Mr. Black, Pineapple Blast, Mobster X. I would say that's the Mount Rushmore. Okay. I don't think Mobster X. Well, I mean, he was big before I started YouTube. But he dies and then he comes back. Which I don't know if I should have brought people back. I kind of, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. But I know some people are glad to see some of the people back. But I really was missing Crimson and Nikon and who else died? Mr. Black died. I think the Freak died, didn't he? I don't know if the Freak died. I think he did. No, Ken Croy. No, it's Mike. That was a big plot hole. Is what happened to Capri? It's called I Wanted a Different Woman. That's what it's called. What's up, Extreme Smoky Mountain Wrestling? And make sure you check his channel out. He does videos too. Yeah, Extreme in the house. Jeff killed a lot of people. Jeff Bacharach, right? Yes. And just a reminder, guys, I will have to get out, no matter if we have 100 people on here, I'm going to have to get off at noon. So, we're running low on time, so make sure you ask me all you want to ask me. I like how many people are here. This may happen more often. Jeff killed a lot of people. Yeah, he ran that's him. I still think he's the greatest villain. It's hands down. It's not even a debate. He's the greatest villain on the channel. He's the best villain on the book. So, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. No problem, man. Jeff's definitely the best villain of the books, of everything. Like, he's the most iconic. But I'd probably put Alvo at number 2. Alvo's pretty... what I did with Alvo Tobias was pretty scary. It's pretty flat out scary. I don't think Mr. Black did, but in my opinion, you don't have to win a world title to be Yeah. I don't know. I mean... I think does anyone recall Mr. Black having I mean, he's a great tag team champion though. That's where he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Because him and the Freak have how many times I think the Freak has won a world title. I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah, who's gonna die next? That's the best storyline. I'm starting that storyline with Jeff's brother Eric on my show, but in a way he is somehow more evil than he was in Project Stop Him. Yeah, Project Stop Him was so good. It was. Oh man, that was so good. That was probably some of my favorite episodes. That one, I think the best episodes is that one and the SummerSlam where Mr. Black dies. That was a great episode. And then the WrestleMania of 2K19 where Jeff and Vortox fight at the end. And then Anthony kills AJ Smith and mentally takes out Jeff. That is the best ending ever. If we would have ended the story there and didn't do any more warlord shenanigans, that would have been great. But once Jeff goes out of a coma, I think 2K20 storyline, I know Devin was pretty cool, but I think that storyline kind of fell flat. The only storyline that had people dying in wrestling? Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Black won the world title on 19. Okay. Shortly before he died. Okay. Whatever happened with Anthony? Good question. Because that was actually one of the plans for this year. And I didn't go through with it. But Anthony's not done. But it's like, at the same time, Anthony mentally has to be there if Anthony's there. That's the problem. Because they are a heated rivalry. And, fun fact, Anthony's dad killed Mentally dad. That is a fun fact. So, but Anthony has no connection with his dad. And Mentally has no connection really with his father either. So, they really don't hate each other over that. So that has nothing to do with it, because obviously it's not Anthony's fault that his dad killed Mentally's dad. And Anthony does not go near down the same path. Anthony's worse than his dad. So, and Mentally's better than his dad, because Mentally's dad's a maniac. He's Mobster X's best friend, and but he passes away way too young. Yeah, Anthony is the second in command, but he's very smart. So, and there was never, and what was so crazy is there's never been any address of what happened to Anthony. Really, there hasn't. He's never been in, he was never in 2K22. He was never in 2K20 or 23 or 24 or 25. Where is Anthony is the question. Where is Anthony at? So yeah, it could, in the future, you could see him. Is Vortox around still? I remember, starting to, on 2K16. Yeah, I mean, he came back last year, I think. Yeah, Anthony is second in command. Does anybody know who third in command is? DJ loves being the bad guy. You're not as evil as Jeff, though. But you're a good replacement for Welch. Which, by the way, where did Clifford Welch go? That's a plot hole. It's like he just left the building forever. It's like that is a plot hole that I need to address. He got owned by the Congregation Federation and never came back. Which I think Ryan Jolie's been a great villain. I really need to work on this storyline. So, like I said, we're probably going to have no problem getting the next episode out. But 15, I don't know how long I'm going to wait on that. So, no. Sledge is a good guess. He is kind of an enforcer, though, for Jeff. He is, like, always in his entourage. What's up, Spooky Midnight? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. You enjoying the horror rumbles? What year did you start? 2013. Even though I've had my channel since 2012, which is insane. But I didn't start putting videos on until 2013. Thank you. Yeah, Clifford said the heck with this. I love being a bad guy. I thought it was Quantra or Mr. Sledge. No. Well, the third in command is definitely Jaquan. And he's kind of, he's a big deal. He's like a total, he's a total BASTARD. Let's just say that. He's just a total one. I mean, you have no idea. Once I start writing again, you're gonna know. I mean, that guy is just, he is the smartest of the group. Whatever happened to Devin and Lisa, I don't know either. I don't know either. There's a lot of plot holes, obviously, that there's too many. My biggest issue with my shows and my stories, and the thing that always holds me back, I got too many characters. And it's like I'm documenting a history book, and I need to cut back on characters. I definitely don't need to bring in new characters. I got too many already. I always thought Willie was the better. No. Maybe the better fighter. But Jaquan is the brains. Willie is definitely dumb. He is very dumb. But he's probably stronger as a fighter. But Jaquan's like a brainiac. Like him and Jeff are like master manipulators. They are master manipulators. And it's kind of like the same thing with Jeff and Eric. Eric is not very smart. And Jeff is a genius. So, but fighting wise, Eric is stronger. But Eric is also, I've never really addressed this. Eric is pumped up on steroids and testosterone like crazy. That's what makes him so strong. He's literally been given medicine to make him stronger. And it's like, he's like an addict almost for it. So he's kind of like Bane. So if he doesn't have his juice, he can, flip out. And probably even get more violent. So, oh yeah. And also Blue Neck made it in my Hall of Fame, and he's also the only wrestler in my company to go the distance in my Rumbles from number 1 twice. Awesome. I love to hear that. Mikal, where's Old Man Twig? We have not seen Old Man Twig in 25. We've seen him a couple times. Obviously, he's just so hard to deal with because, like, Ryan Jolie's kind of been the spotlight this year. Is Val Ryan in the books? Not really. I try to get more realistic in the books. But Val has a story, like, there was always a storyline with Esther being a hero and fighting the X-Patient and Val Ryan and Diabu. Like, she has her own, like, set of villains. And there was supposed to be something to take place after the Warlord storyline with Esther being in an advanced technological world because it'd be later in the future. And she's like a crime fighter. Kind of has like her own robotic stuff because she's in robotic stuff, involved in a lot of that. And she fights Val Ryan there. And also RK Savos. Some of the ones that are more machine than human. But I really don't have plans for Val Ryan. He is awesome, though. He's awesome looking. But I think there's so many characters that are kind of like him. He's like a RoboCop, kind of, but a bad version. I always loved RK Savos' idea because the X-Patient, this poor man called RK Savos, who sleeps in the bed of a nursing home. X-Patient kidnaps him and makes him into a machine. This poor innocent old man just laying on his deathbed, and X-Patient kidnaps him from the nursing home, and now he's like this big machine, half man, half human. It's insane. And X-Patient is so unorthodox with his experiments. Like, he literally snatches people from the nursing home and stuff. So that'd be a cool villain to explore. He's always been a cool villain. Diabu Chon Chon is good, but the storyline, yeah, I'm not his biggest fan. People love his name. What is the most annoying villain ever made besides Dr. Educator? Well, I mean, where would you rank them? So when we talk about annoying villains, we're not talking Jeff, we're not talking even X-Patient. We're going to be talking, so the annoying villains, Old Twig would be one, Ryan Jolie, Daniel the D, Dr. Educator, King Giant, I would throw in annoying villains. And who else? Aiden Walrus. So, where would you rank those? I mean, poor innocent old man. Maybe he shouldn't be jumping out of his bed at the nursing home and joining the rumbles that he had no business in. Old Twig's still alive. Best thing ever was Cody Codiesel and the Grizzly Bear being a tag team for unsubscribing. Yeah, that was great. That was a lot of fun. Clifford Welch is annoying. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Judd, what's up? The Moss family? Oh, man, I forgot about them. What year were they? The Moss family. Oh, my God, man. You just oh, man, I totally forgot about the Moss family. And whatever happened to Father Nose Kid? That was a spinoff that I was doing where it was a world with people with big noses. And the Father Nose Kid, 23. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that. The Moss family. Oh, man. I forgot about them. Why does Clifford Welch hate Macau? There's tension with Melissa with the two of them. He also runs a part of the show, and he doesn't like Mike because he doesn't do certain things. There's business reasons. There's a woman reason and a business reason. Dr. Educator's one in my book. Yeah, a lot of people hate him. Yeah. Oh, Wolf Moss. Yes. Oh, the Moss family. Yeah. Okay. It's starting to, man, I forgot all about that. You guys, how do you guys remember this stuff? Old man must be in the toilet bowl a lot after eating them Taco Bells. I like how I never want to admit on the show that I'm a subscriber. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we're getting on lore tonight, which I love. I love when you guys talk about lore. That's the best. That's when I love just going straight into the lore. And we don't have much time left, which, oh, man, I could just do this all day, but... oh, cool. Did you see Clown Joel? Did you mispronounce that, or did you actually mean it as Clown Joel? Because that's what I was thinking. Clown Joel. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know it happened. So, because when you put your pay-per-views on ESPN Plus and you charge your patrons $30 a month, which is ridiculous. When, by the way, I can go see this at the theater now, which they didn't have Crown Jewel because it was probably on 4 a.m. or something. I don't know. But they're still around. I may bring one back, but Power Play, I'm not a big Power Play fan. Like, some people didn't grow well on me over time. They kind of annoyed me. Power Play is just such a hassle creating. He is one of the hardest people to create, and as the years went along, I got lazier and lazier with him. But when you see him in 14, he's insane looking. That took an hour at least. Val Ryan was the hardest one to make, but then they got rid of all the tattoos on him. 2K did. So thanks a lot. DJ's not a subscriber. He's just a heel who hates subscribers. Yeah. I miss Billy Stone. Yeah. Oh, the therapist. Yeah. And the therapist is crazy, man. Because, he could end up being right. That's the scary thing about him, because, let's say 10 years down, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years, but let's say that I'm doing this and half of you all are gone. And like nobody, and who knows? Who knows if we're even going to have YouTube in 10 years with AI and all that stuff? AI is getting scary. Everybody's worried about politics. You need to worry about AI. But yeah. But was it wasted time? Did we waste time? Because I entertained tons of people. So he is wrong on that. Because we were talking. We had a serious discussion the other day about like wasting time and stuff, and it's not a waste if other people enjoyed it, you know. So he's trying to say that, you know, I'm not, you know, getting out and enjoying my life, which he could make an argument for that, but I think it's more than the channel's fault on that. I think it's me. Who didn't want, you know, that was afraid to go out and do stuff. I don't think it's the channel's fault. I think the channel helped me cope with that. Because there was a lot of places I wanted to go and a lot of places I wanted to see, and I still have time to do that stuff. But I do have regrets. And he's like literally, this is an attack towards me. That character is. Kind of a character I made to kind of criticize myself. Yeah. So, yeah, even if everything was gone tomorrow, you know, it still happened. So he was mentioning that, you know, someday you're going to be staring at a wall just doing this and nobody's going to be watching. And who knows? It could happen someday. But it still happened. There was people that did watch, and I would like to think that I made a difference. But that storyline's kind of sad because I was kind of at that point I was, you know, nervous about a lot of things going on, and things have kind of smoothed out for now. But who knows? I could go back to that mindset again. Hopefully I don't. But there is going to be a Terminator problem without AI going unchecked. I'm calling it. Yeah. I think people are going to lose their jobs a lot. That's what I think is going to happen. I think AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. And they talk about universal basic income, which is basically the government paying you. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. How is the government going to pay you when, you know, they're currently not even opened? I mean, like, how is that even going to work with UBI? And then you got China also. People are not even concerned about China anymore. They're too busy. The country's too busy fighting with one another to not even see the military parade with robot dogs and a leader that said literally that he could take someone's liver and put it into himself and they could live longer. I mean, come on. Are you not watching this stuff? So yeah. And, you know, if another country gets a hold of AI, who knows what they could do with it. And there's countries that are just as advanced as us now. I can say that you have made a difference entertaining 11,000 people. You know how much that is? 11,000, yeah. Hey, Mike, is Rico Sanchez my biggest rival now? Yeah, sort of. You're definitely going to butt heads with him again this week. I can give you that. You're going to be in a tag match, though. You and Val are. But I don't want to give too much away, so. Boo Boo Bear gone. Ray, what? Yeah, I'm going to head off of here soon. So, we got about 5 minutes. I'm going to finish up this thing I'm working on, too. What's up, Shockwave? Sora 2 is a big problem. Yes. Oh, my goodness. I just literally watched Bob Ross punch a hole in his painting and said, I'm done with this dry board or whatever. I literally saw Martin Luther King steal food out of a gas station on Sora. Yeah, it's a problem. It's like, what in the world? He stole like a Slurpee or something. It's like, what are we doing? Who are these people making this stuff? Yeah, you saw that too. It's like, and there's some other stuff I'm not going to say that I saw on there also. That was insane. What's up, Shockwave? Make sure to check out Shockwave. He always gives me a shout out when I go on his show. So make sure you guys, he puts on one heck of a show. So make sure you guys subscribe to him. A lot of you are already subscribed to him. So, but if you're not, if you're interested, make sure to sub to him because he puts on great shows. And next time I'm on, I'm going to ask you a couple questions because I'm thinking about doing a live show soon. But I'm waiting until the weather gets colder. It gets colder outside, so I can't go for my walks. There's not a lot of people making noise outside. Because people, for some reason, like to yell. They don't like to just talk. They like to go, "Hey, man, what's up?" It's like, oh my goodness. Michael J. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, the main thing is, Shockwave, I am doing this on Streamlabs right now, but when you do your shows, what's up, Styles? You know what? I may stay on an extra 5 minutes, but if my family arrives, I got to get off of here. So, they know I'm doing this, but I don't want no background noise. Yeah, with the warm weather, it's harder doing the channel. And the thing that stinks is when it gets January and February, and not that I care about ad revenue, but there's just less activity in general on YouTube in January and February. I think we're going to see a boom with 2K in November because of Black Friday. A lot of people are going to be getting it for Christmas. I've noticed a boom. For some reason, people like to get the last game usually, and that's a kind of a strange thing. Like people got like 24, and then they'll get 25 and 26. It's kind of weird. I don't understand it, but maybe they're waiting for the price to go down. Yeah, I've been not much, just job searching. Oh, cool. Anything you're interested in doing? I think Rico Sanchez is more annoying than mentally. Yeah, I do too. Obviously I'm a believer, but he's not like Ryan Jolie. He's the ideal person, but he does not do a lot of things because of his beliefs. Like I couldn't see him watching an R-rated movie. Like he probably wouldn't even have a drink of alcohol. He doesn't judge people though. He's not like Ryan Jolie. Ryan Jolie judges people. And there's, I am going to head out of here. It was nice talking to you again. Nice seeing you again. You all enjoy yourselves and have yourselves a good day. And also, hey, Styles. Yeah. I'll see you later, Ozzy. Thank you for dropping by. You were a big part of this live chat today. And I'm about to get off here in a few minutes. I might go a little over 12. But I definitely need to get off of here. Not sure what job I'll take. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the more you apply for, the better. And I don't know how tough it is right now. But I know certain people have had their problems. And with all the stuff going on with the federal government and it's not being open, I know people aren't getting paid anymore. So I don't think that's going to last that long. I think eventually they're going to have to cave in. I think, you know who I think shouldn't be paid? The politicians. That's who I think shouldn't be paid. That's exactly who shouldn't be paid. I say give them a penny an hour, and that'll wake them up. But anyway, we're not getting into that. We are not getting into that. We don't want my views to go to 100 all of a sudden, because we all know who YouTube favors. They turned their back on real creators and went with the grifters. They love the grifters. They love them. I have never seen it. Oh my goodness. It is the most disgusting. I hate the fact that these people get money. from talking about politics. That's what drives me crazy. That they make a career of this. I don't care what side. It's both sides. And, yeah. I hate that because YouTube's about being creative. It's not about drama. There's also people that do drama stuff too. Shame on you all also. I'll see you all at WrestleMania. I'm going to start venting again. My blood pressure's going to go through the roof, and I only got about 5 minutes left I'm going to do, but since some of you all just got on here, I got to talk to some of you all. Yeah, Shockwave, I'm thinking about, like, I don't know how you do, I think you do your shows on Streamlabs or OBS, one of the two. And you probably, I would say that you make like a 2-hour video and then you put it on Streamlabs and have it play. Is that correct? And the problem that I would have with that is, what if you get halfway through the video and then something happens to the stream? And you would have to go, like, how would you go in the middle of where you left off? That's what I'm having trouble with. There's probably a way to do that. Or I don't know if you do it in parts either. Like you do like a 30 minutes, you put one and play it, and then put another 30 minutes and play it. I don't know how it works, but that's something I'm looking into. Because I don't like doing the live stream because 2K, first of all, you don't know what's going to happen you break it up match by match. Oh. Ooh, interesting. And then probably between matches, you have the Shockwave logo. So you can just go in and upload it and then pull it up. Or I don't know exactly how it's done, but yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe a logo, and then you just grab a match one at a time. And then that way, if you get cut off halfway in the stream, you can just redo one match. Interesting. So there's probably not a way to go and pause it halfway if you did like a 2-hour thing on that. Interesting. I'm definitely... It's all Blaze's fault. Yeah, it's all Blaze's fault. So if something happens, I could just replay one match. It still stinks when stuff happens. Oh man. And that's why and because of 2K25 and because of the internet issues, that's why I don't like doing live stream shows. But that method could work. And I've done that method, but I've done it all at once, which could have went really bad. But I've never done an episode. I've done like matches with Community Creations. I've done like 40 minutes at that method, but I didn't do one at a time. That's actually a good idea. So, okay, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Corn bots? What in the world's a corn bot? Is it a bot made out of corn? Yeah, 2K25, I can't tell you how many times I've had someone jump over the barricade and not want to come back over the barricade. That's happened at least 5 times. That's a match. That ruins an entire match if that happens. So I don't want to have a live show and that happens. Yeah, I know. That's because they're all on TikTok and X fighting for the right side of history, which I hate that phrase. Because everyone has their version of the right side of history. Yeah. How about ask Genghis Khan what he thinks the right side of history was? Come on. It's like everyone's on TikTok and X fighting the good fight. It's like, we're the ones fighting the good fight. We're the ones entertaining people. You know, Shockwave has his thing. Extreme has his thing. We're the ones saving the world, not you all. It's like, you all are making the world a worse place. So, yeah. You may get more money in the end, but we're not going to cause a civil war either. So, I took oh, wow. Did it get that bad? Oh, I didn't know that. I know you did TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok. So, they screwed. Oh, so it was the the actual thing that screwed you over. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and jump off of here. My family should be arriving. I'm not at my house right now, so and I don't want background noise and stuff. And I got to finish something up, a little commentary I'm working on. So I only have about probably 10 more minutes, and then I gotta. I'm hanging out with my mom this weekend, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I had a lot of fun. It's good seeing some of you, Cairo, Luther, Ozzy, making a return. Oh yeah, definitely take it off X. Yeah, yeah. I only promote my stuff on X. I don't do anything else. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday, hopefully with Vita on Tuesday. But I'll see you all later. Thank you all for dropping by.